Today, class, we're going to start on Lesson 14, The Big Race, in our Journeys reading book. I bet you have run a race or you have raced your bicycle. You kind of know what a race is. Today we're going to read about a lizard who is going to race. But first, we need to go over the words to know. So let's turn to page 120 in our reading book, and we'll begin. Find number 1. Card number 1 says TWO, 2, like the number. 2 desert lizards are sitting on the rock. 2. Let's look at number 2. Card number 2, INTO, into. The bird flew into the big cactus. Into. Now go up to card number 3. And card number 3, it says 3. THREE, 3. The number 3. There are 3 birds resting in the sun. 1, 2, 3. Let's look at card number 4. Starts. STARTS, starts. The desert starts to cool down at sunset. Starts. Now go to card number 5. OVER, over. A hawk flew over the tall rocks. Card number 6 says 4, the number 4. FOUR. All 4 legs of this fox are strong. Go to card number 7, which says 5, FIVE, the number 5. This desert flower has 5 red spots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And go to card number 8, WATCH, watch. The rabbits watch and listen for danger. Watch. Turn the page. Our target skill this week? Drawing conclusions. Conclusions. Sometimes authors do not tell all the details in the story. Readers must use clues in the words and pictures and think about what they already know. This will help them make a smart guess about what the author does not tell. This smart guess is a conclusion. Draw a chart or use a chart to list the clues and your conclusions. So you have these clues, and then you can make up your mind on what they were meaning, but they didn't say. Let's go over to this word, citizenship. Cross at the crosswalk. This rule keeps you safe. Wash your hands. This rule keeps you healthy. Following rules makes you a good classmate. It makes you a good neighbor too. When you read The Big Race, think about the rules and the different ways the animals race. This one says, talk about it. What rules do you follow at school? What rules do you follow at home? Turn the page. We'll start our story on page 124. First, we must find the genre. What kind of story is this week? A fantasy could not happen in real life. As you read, look for animals who talk and act like people. We know $1 million word that means the same thing as that. Look for events that really could not really happen. That would be a fantasy this week. So let's meet the author, Pam Munoz Ryan. California summers can be very hot. When Pam Munoz Ryan was growing up, she was often at the library on summer days. That's because the library was one of the few places nearby with air conditioning. Meet the illustrator, Viviana Garofoli. Viviana Garofoli and her family make their home in the country of Argentina. Sophie's Trophy and My Big Rig are two of the books she has illustrated. Let's go to the title page. The Big Race, written by Pam Munoz Ryan, illustrated by Viviana Garofoli. Our essential question this week is, why is it important to have rules? Think about that. What would it be like if we didn't have any rules? What rule would you make if you were in charge of making rules? Ding, turn the page. 126. Let's look at the sign that they have. Win the big race, win this big cake. Put your fingers under the words and follow with me. Today is the big race. I like cake, said Red Lizard. I will run in that race. Ding, turn the page. Find page 128. Put your fingers under the words. Red Lizard gets to the race. 4 animals will run with him. Next page. Look at the picture. Go down to the words. Cottontail is not late. She will run in lane 1. Ding. Let's turn the page. Page 130. Fingers under the words. Rat naps in the shade. She will run in lane 2. Next page. Fingers ready. Snake takes his spot in lane 3. Roadrunner stands in lane 4. He waves to his pals. Next page. Ready? Red Lizard is in lane 5. The animals bend and hop. Next page, I'm going to read the bubble at the top. Get set, go. Fingers under the words. The flag is down and the race starts. Many animals watch and clap. I wonder what's going to happen. Let's turn the page. Look at the picture. Fingers under the words. Cottontail does not get far. Look at the picture. Rat falls into the hay. Ding. Look at the picture. Snake stops and chases bugs. Ready? Roadrunner trips over a rake. Who will win? Turn to page. We're on page 138. We'll read the bubble. Hip, hip, hooray! It's Red Lizard who wins. Watch me eat this cake, he yells. Red Lizard looks at his big cake. Ready with the fingers? Red Lizard looks at his pals. His pals like cake too. What will Red Lizard do now? I wonder what you would do. Let's turn the page. Red Lizard gets 5 plates. He gets cake for his pals too. Hip hip hooray for Red Lizard. So, the author didn't tell us everything we needed to know. We might need to draw some conclusions or think of our conclusions with our clues. Let's go to cause and effect on page 145. Sometimes one event in a story causes another event to happen. As you read, ask yourself what happens and why. In the big race, why doesn't Snake win? He does not win because he stops to chase bugs. Snake stopping is the cause. What happens after that? Snake loses the race. That is the effect. So here, the boy is blowing on the balloon. The cause is him blowing on the balloon. The effect is the balloon gets bigger. Cause and effect. We had that in our story last week as well. I hope you like the story. Make sure you read it to your family again.